Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality, between who you are now and who you want to become. And without it, no amount of talent, motivation, or ambition will carry you to success, because motivation is temporary. It fades the moment life becomes hard. But discipline is permanent if you build it. It becomes your armor, your guiding force, and your greatest weapon in the fight against laziness, distraction, and fear. So if you truly want to transform your life, stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for motivation to magically appear, and instead commit to building discipline. Because discipline doesn't just make you productive, it makes you unstoppable. It teaches you how to control your impulses, how to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term growth, and how to stay focused on yourself until you win. And this is the hardest lesson most people never learn because they are addicted to instant gratification. They are constantly chasing quick dopamine hits from social media, television, gossip, junk food, or temporary pleasures. And in that chase, they waste their energy, their potential, and their life. But if you decide today that you will not live like the majority, if you choose to discipline yourself when others waste themselves, you will rise above mediocrity and step into greatness. Understand this. Discipline is not about punishing yourself. It is about freeing yourself from the chains of laziness, from the trap of excuses, from the distractions that keep you small. Because when you master yourself, when you control your actions, your thoughts, and your habits, you're no longer a slave to circumstance. You become the architect of your destiny. And that is why the Stoics believe that true freedom is not doing whatever you want. It is having the strength to do what is necessary. So if you want to build discipline, you must begin by focusing on yourself. Stop competing with others. Stop comparing your journey to theirs, because comparison is poison. It steals your energy and replaces it with envy, while focus directs your energy inward, where true change begins. Because the truth is you're not losing to others. You're losing to yourself, to your procrastination, to your lack of consistency, to your lack of self-control. And until you confront that truth, you'll always stay stuck in the same cycle. So the first step in building discipline is self-awareness. Brutally honest self-awareness. Looking in the mirror and admitting where you are weak, where you give in too easily, where you let comfort dictate your choices. Because you cannot fix what you refuse to face. And once you identify your weaknesses, you don't hide from them. You don't justify them. You attack them slowly, consistently, one habit at a time. And this is where most people fail. Because they want results overnight. They want the reward without the process. But discipline is built through repetition, through showing up even when you don't feel like it, through doing what needs to be done whether you are tired, bored, or uninspired. And every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust in yourself. And this trust becomes the foundation of your confidence. Because confidence is not built by talking about your goals. It is built by proving to yourself that you can stay consistent with your actions. So ask yourself, what is one thing you can commit to today that will move you closer to the person you want to become? Is it waking up earlier, exercising daily, study without distraction, eating clean, saving money, whatever it is? Start small but be consistent, because small disciplines repeated every day compound into massive results. And the greatest enemy of discipline is not failure. It is inconsistency, because inconsistency destroys momentum, and momentum is a fuel of discipline. Now, let me be clear, building discipline is not glamorous. It will not always feel good. In fact, it will often feel boring, uncomfortable, and even painful. But this is the price of greatness. This is the path few are willing to walk. And this is why the rewards of discipline are rare. Because most people quit the moment things get hard. They look for shortcuts, hacks, easy escapes. But there is no escape from the truth that discipline is earned, not given. You must pay the price of self-control, of sacrifice, of delayed gratification. And the earlier you accept this, the faster you grow. Because life is not about avoiding discomfort. It is about building the strength to thrive in discomfort. And this is why athletes train every day, why entrepreneurs work in silence for years, why leaders wake up earlier than others. Because they understand that if you do what is easy, life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, life will be easy. So focus on yourself until you win. Stop trying to prove yourself to others. Stop trying to impress people who don't care about you. Because nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is waking you up. Nobody is going to hand you discipline. It is your responsibility. And the sooner you take ownership, the sooner you will see results. Because every moment you waste on distractions on comparing, on waiting. It is a moment you could have used to sharpen yourself, to grow stronger, to get closer to your goals. Understand this. Self-discipline is the highest form of self-respect, because when you discipline yourself, you're saying, I am worth the effort, I am worth the sacrifice, I am worth becoming better. And that mindset alone will set you apart from the majority, because most people don't even respect themselves enough to say no to their impulses. They let laziness control them. They let fear stop them. They let others decide their life. But you must be different. You must rise above. You must be the one who sets the standard, who controls his time, his habits, and his future, because in the end, discipline is the greatest expression of love for yourself and your dreams. And if you want to win in life, you must build it brick by brick, choice by choice, day by day, until nothing can shake your focus. Discipline is not a one-time achievement. It is a lifelong practice, a daily battle between who you are and who you want to become. And every morning you wake up with two choices: to step forward into growth or to remain in comfort. And each decision either strengthens or weakens your discipline, because it is not built in big dramatic moments, but in small invisible choices. Getting out of bed when you don't feel like it, studying when distraction calls, finishing the workout instead of quitting early. And these small victories stack up until discipline becomes your identity. Feelings come and go, but discipline stays. And once you see that every act of discipline is a vote for your future self, challenges no longer look like obstacles, but opportunities to grow. Life will test you, it will try to break you, but discipline turns pain into strength. And without it, life will discipline you in harsher ways, through regret, through failure, through wasted time, and that pain is heavier than the discomfort of self-control. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret is permanent. So choose wisely. Discipline is not about restriction. It is about freedom, because it frees you from weakness, from chaos, from mediocrity, and gives you the power to stay locked on your goals when everyone else drifts away. Talent may open doors, but discipline keeps them open. And if you want to win, you must build it until it becomes second nature. When discipline is part of your identity, you no longer ask if you should do the work. You simply do it. True discipline shows its power when conditions are against you, when you're tired, when progress is invisible, when nobody is watching, because discipline is not tested in comfort. It is tested in resistance. And every time you endure resistance, you expand your limits. Slowly, what was once impossible becomes natural, because discipline rewires your mind and proves you are capable of more than you imagined. Where comes real freedom. The freedom to build your body, mind, career, and destiny on your terms instead of letting life push you aimlessly. Most people never experience this because they quit too soon. They want results fast, rewards without sacrifice. But discipline is not about speed. It is about consistency, stacking small wins until they create greatness. Life rewards the disciplined, not the distracted. And if you keep working in silence, pushing forward when nobody believes in you, staying patient when success feels far away, victory eventually becomes unavoidable. That is why discipline is everything. It protects your future, your happiness, your purpose. And every day you delay is a day lost forever. No one else can build it for you. It is your responsibility, your fight, your choice. And the moment you truly choose discipline, you choose victory. Outro. Remember, building discipline is not about being perfect. It is about refusing to quit, about falling and standing back up, failing and trying again. And if you can focus on yourself until you win, nothing can stop you. Talent may impress people. Luck may give temporary success, but only discipline builds legacies. From today, stop waiting and start disciplining yourself into the person you respect. Because in the end, your discipline will decide your destiny.